Good morning, everybody. So at about 2 o'clock this morning, I got it to a roller status. I woke up a little while ago and put the drive shafts in it. I don't have the screws in the drive shafts yet. All the rest of the screws are in it other than body sides, which I don't have body sides made. I'm not going to make this video as long as I could. My overall review on the assembly process, it went together great. It's really not difficult. The hinge screws are not necessary. The shoulder screws right here are not necessary, but I like that idea. So if Don includes that in the kit, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But I do like it. All you have to do is loosen the two screws right here to flip it up. You don't have to take these screws out all the way. Articulation is a lot. I haven't measured it yet, but it's got articulation. At full lock, the front tires rub the shock tube. You can hear it. That's something that bothers Don personally. It doesn't bother me. I'll be able to work with it. The external spring shocks are not going to go on mine at all, ever. They're just too much. It'll rub a lot worse, but also it's going to sit way up here instead of drooped. I like the droop on it. I don't like it sitting up high. It's a crawler. I got the 500 RPM motor in it. I got the wire soldered. My links are not pulled in all the way. I've got them out, kind of. So, it's 2.2 servo, by the way. Everything went together smoothly. I had a couple of little issues that weren't Don's fault, really. Let me take my dog outside. Alright, I'm back. Had to deal with my dog. I don't remember where I left off, so I'm just going to go at it and say I will get the electronics wired up and put in it, but for now, this is where I'm at. I'm really not sure if I have wires to wire this ESC and receiver together. Hopefully I can locate everything I need. So, all in all, the kit itself is ready to be released, in my opinion. Don and Mark and Dominic are biased, as Don said. So, if you're going to be extremely picky about it, and that right there, you can just drill straight through it. You don't have to do like I did and leave the little shoulder on it. The shocks touching the tires when it's steering at full articulation, not that big a deal. Fitment of every piece for the cage is excellent. It's just, I have no complaints, none whatsoever. I'm not going to prolong this by saying I need to do a run video and check everything out. That's a whole different ballpark. So as far as the assembly is concerned, it's fine. It's fine. There was no hiccups really. The burr on the gear was a manufacturer defect. This was not as big a deal as I made it seem, honestly. I'll tweak the shocks and get it to set up a little higher by stretching my springs inside the shock tubes. with the electronics in it, I did test fit them in it. It just stays full droop. And I do want it to, I mean, it's so close to full droop, it's, might as well say it's full droop. I want it to have just a little height to it, not much. So I haven't even told Don what I'm saying right now. He has no idea that I'm saying. My opinion is it's ready to be released. I hope to see it out soon. I'd love to see some N30 conversions. I don't know if I already just said this, but these holes have to be, you don't use this hole for the skid mount with the N30 motor. You use this one and the back one. And Don said this back hole is a hack that he did. It's something he did on his own. So if you want the N30 motor in it, if he doesn't do all 3 holes, then you would have to drill your own hole back here. So I know a lot of people like the N30 motor. I like it. It's okay. It's in my Jeep, my green beast. It might be too much for this. If you go with high-speed one, I wouldn't suggest putting high-speed in a crawler, really. I don't consider this a rock bouncer or a rock racer. It's a crawler or buggy. I think Don called it a buggy, but rock buggy or rock crawler is where this is at in my world because of tremendous articulation and just the overall appearance and stance. Comparable to the Gammy RC Baby Fat Girl, this is 34 millimeters wide, 71 millimeters long, so it's a little wider and a lot shorter, 19 millimeters shorter. The Gammy RC Baby Fat Girl 90 millimeter chassis is 25 millimeters wide, and the cage alone is where the cramped space comes in on the Gammy. It's difficult to find electronics, which now I know what to use. This little micro ESC is perfect for it. The TS0002 that Don sent me, and this little micro receiver with the 120 battery. That's going to be the ticket on the Gammy. And the Azure Hawker will fit in both, but it's not going to be, I don't see it being easy to fit in the Gammy, the Azure Hawker, with the ESC and battery. But it will. I'm sure if you tried, you could. But it will fit in this one a lot easier. So that's where I'm going to go with it. Release it, Don. Release it and let everybody dig in. I can already see brushless brushless ones. That new brushless motor seems like it will fit in there pretty easy. I don't think it's going to hit the upper cross member here. There's an eighth of an inch, give or take, 3 to 4 centimeters or millimeters of space between the top of the N20 motor and the cross member piece right here. So I'm not sure about running a reverse motor with a different transmission cross skid with the stock one. I'm sure there's people that might try that. So I like it 100%. I have no complaints whatsoever. It went together so easy. I know I'm repeating. Trying to just keep looking at it and see if I've missed anything. The rear shocks, there's no problem with clearance at all. I don't know if I mentioned double stacking springs. And when I say double stack, I don't mean one on top of the other. I'm talking Siamese, putting them together to where they look like one spring, but there's actually two of these little springs Siamese together. That would give it the lift to keep it just high enough with the electronics in it that it would be feasible for me. So I'm going to cut the video off now and start digging in boxes and making noise. Catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And comments are welcome. Let's see if we can get this out. Appreciate it.